Agent Power Huddle is a daily jumpstart, giving you all the tools you need to create an amazing real estate career. Led by top experts in the field, you'll learn how to sell more houses in less time while creating the life you want. Welcome to the Agent Power Huddle.
Welcome. Glad you're here. Hi, Sarah. All right. If everybody can turn on their cameras, that would be amazing. Unless you're naked, then definitely leave them off. That's Wendy's rule. All right. So today, I know we only have a half hour and I'm used to blabbing for 60 minutes. So this is going to be tough, but I will do my best. We are going to be talking about BookMeSolid. Chris Hardin and came up with this amazing idea to market listings and get people to actually talk to you through Messenger. Like, how amazing is that, right? So I was just telling everybody I met him through Tristan, Lab Coat Agents. He was doing an interview with him, and I was like, OMG, this is epic. I need to do this. And I did. And holy crap. I think when I first did it, I did like 4 listings at a time. And I'm not even kidding. My phone was just like boom, 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 boom with messages from like all these people inside Messenger about my listings. So I was like, okay, this is why he recommended only doing 1 or 2 to start. But yeah, here we go. 4, let's go. Let's get these sold. So it's a super cool program that allows you to chat with people through Messenger. And the cool thing is that, I'm a lead gen fool. Everybody that knows me knows that I love to generate leads. Like I have 56,000 in my database because that's how much I love doing it. But the thing is, you don't have to necessarily have their phone number and email because you're already chatting with them. And it took Chris months to get that through my head because I'm like, well, they're not giving me their information. And it's like, it doesn't matter. You're already talking to them. Why do you need their information? Right. So that is the genius part. And now I use it for all my listings still, but I have 2 agents that are working in my Messenger because I can't keep up. So they're assigned a property and then they chat with the people that come through. So, originally there's like a little bot that asks some questions, and basically it'll show them the pictures, give them the information. They have a choice to watch my amazing drone videos through there or the 3D tour, whatever they want to see. And then it starts asking them questions like, is this your favorite property? And they'll be like, no. Would you prefer a single story? And they're like, yes. And so they just kind of start talking to this robot that's posing as me or, our company. And then eventually you hop in and join the conversation, right through Messenger. So sometimes they'll just go through the whole process. They'll give their email, their phone number. And as soon as they give an email or phone, it shoots right to my database. Which, makes me warm and fuzzy because I think I need that. But, and then it says, start shopping now. And it sends a link to your website. And then they just literally start shopping on your website. So I love it. It works really, really well. And another thing that I use it for is to get listings. So when I go to a listing appointment, well, number one, I created this cool flyer I will share with you that shows kind of, how I'm different from other people in my market. So it's basically, oh, shoot. Right here. So I originally send it like if I get a seller lead, even like a street tech seller lead, right? I show them that I really know how to digitally market their property. So I show them that, we have 46,000 views on our YouTube videos. We have 90,000 views on our Facebook. And then we are chatting with hundreds of people about their listing. So I incorporate that into my number 1 CMA drop off and number 2, my listing. So it's a cool tool to show people, what you're doing to help get their home sold. And it actually gets you a lot of business. So my agents are converting them. Lanny was going to be here, but she had to show a house. And it's funny, she's showing a house to a BookMeSolid lead. So how exciting is that? I know. And she just got a buy sell on another one. And then she just closed on one of my leads because she uses it for her own listings too. So anyway, lots of good stuff coming from this program, but I am going to stop blabbing about it, and I'm going to introduce you to Chris Hardin, the genius that came up with all this.
Hey, my name is Chris. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate all the kind words. I see a few familiar faces. Basically, I found an easier way to have a conversation versus chase people. So that's what we do, and we do that as a service. So here's what that looks like if anybody wants to see it in real time. Basically, you can scan there. You can see an example of an ad over here. Most people, I won't say most people, like old school, you would be like, cool, can I go set an open house if you don't have any business, right? All I've done is made it virtual so you don't have to waste your weekend doing that. Like Wendy said, this is good to show the seller how many people's raised their hands, looking at properties similar to theirs, especially like when you're going on a listing appointment. You can say, hey, they were interested in this one, but yours, or they weren't interested in this one, but yours has a pool, or yours has something more specific. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how that works. Is everybody trying that out? I don't really know because it's just quiet.
I know. We got a quiet crow in here. We're gonna quiz them. We're gonna quiz them later. Make sure they're paying attention.
Right. I don't see anybody coming through. So basically, when you scan that, it asks you, do you want to open it in Messenger? And you just hit yes, and then get started. There we go. We got Dean. We got Katrina.
There you go. Scan the code. Scan the code so you can see how it works.
So basically what's going to happen is we give them what we promised. We give them the photos, the price, and the location. If you have a 3D home tour, we can connect that. You can also connect a selfie follow-up. But basically, I take 6 shots at follow-up before you have to. So I call that humanizing the conversation. I've been doing this for a minute now. We're going into our 6th year. And basically everybody was like, I know what to say. The problem is they just don't say it. So I made it easier. I built out the Launchpad training here, and I provide that to everyone, whether you use me or not. It's helpful for you. So here's another barcode. You can go get that, and that's my free training. That'll tell you, what's necessary to convert leads at a higher level and what to say to them. And then, you can circle back around and see if it makes sense for you to do that. Oops. Sweet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got like 10 people in here so far. I don't know if y'all can see my screen. If you scanned it, you see it for yourself. If not, you can just sit there, I guess. I'll go back over here. This one's the most important one. If you're more of a visual person like me, that will get you into the video training where you can learn at your own pace. All right. I don't know much more to say than scan it and see it.
Yeah, can you go back to the second page?
Yeah.
Because I know that Chris also helps you with scripts. So do you have one open that you could kind of show? Like there's auto texting available like in your messenger. And
as far as showing a follow-up?
Like the coffee stuff, like the coffee cup call, and then, like in the morning. So basically, yes, these leads are chatting and sometimes they stop. So you want to re-engage them. And Chris teaches you how to re-engage with them through his video training, right?
Yeah, so I'll hop into here and kind of show you what it looks like in real time. So this is what you just got if you scanned it. Basically, it's 6 videos that walks you through, the mindset, what to actually say, and expectation of that. But number 3 is the most important, humanizing the conversation. That tells you what to actually say. So I've got like a download here. I download that. Ooh, it should be opening up. Here we go. So I made this a Google Doc so that as people give me feedback, I can always be updating it. To keep it most current. But basically here's kind of the outline of what needs to persist. And then here's all the questions that you can start asking. And a reason why you're asking that. So I don't really know the experience level you have, but most people are somewhat busy, and this kind of takes the thinking out of it. So after I do those 6 initial follow-ups, if they don't reply back to those, these are additional questions you can ask. And I mean, it's just kind of the same thing with a cold call. These people are distracted. I interrupted their interruption. So, it may take a few more times to get their attention. Hence, that's why they haven't replied back to you. But sending a selfie video or sending a voice message text will definitely get their attention and let them know like you're a real person on the other end. So
yeah,
is this
Selma uses that voice text a lot, and she loves it. So, and people listen and respond. So I love that too.
You want to hop into your inbox and kind of give an example of that?
Hi, George.
George, what's up?
Hello. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, let me...
Keep your eyes on the road, buddy.
Oh my gosh, I'll keep driving. I'm sure Facebook's open on one of these 100 tabs, but we'll just open another one. So, and there's probably an easier way to get to this, but this is how I know how to do it. So don't judge me, Chris.
Wendy, while you're pulling that up, I'll just say I used Chris' service last year for one of my listings, and I can completely concur. It is fantastic, and I actually have another listing coming up this week that I'll be reaching out to him to get back started. So,
awesome.
This is one of the videos. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it.
Hi there, it's Selma. I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you that there's a real person behind the scenes. And as soon as you click that ad, the first message might be automated, but then as soon as you respond, it's me that you're talking to. So I hope to meet you soon in person, and I hope I can help you find a home or help you sell a home here in Las Vegas. But even if you're not ready yet, that's totally fine. I'll be here when you are.
So like, I think that's good, but when they don't reply to that, don't take that as a no. Silence doesn't mean no. Just think that they're busy doing something else. So come back around later and keep poking them.
Right, and here's
Hi,
Lanny.
I'm Lanny. I'm a real person, and I'm so glad you are checking out the listing. I know you probably aren't ready to buy right now, but I am here for you when you are.
Oops. Just closed out of her. Shoot. I closed out of her because I was getting a lot of Instagrams in here. So I'm trying to weed those out because we have a lot of Instagram stuff. Anyway, sorry. Put me on the spot to find this. I guess I should have been ready. There's just so many messages. I mean, look at that. 207 new conversations in the last 28 days. That's a lot of conversations, right?
Yeah,
So
just grab one of those that's a star. Because the star can follow up. I mean, they need to come back around. So what do we have here? 200 to 300.
yeah, so this is 1 to 3 months. Look, there's the email. Looking, 2 to 350. Looking in Las Vegas, 3-bedroom. doesn't need to sell. There's an email, and then Lanny's working that one. So sometimes they'll end up going off Messenger to start chatting with them if they give them an email or phone number. So there's that. And then let's see, primary home. But yeah, there's all the information on that. Yeah, it does. See, she's even sending properties that they want. Oh my God, that one's terrible. Apparently they know how to fix up homes. Adrian, you have a question?
I do. Yes, I do. I got several.
Okay.
So the first one is, how do you get these people into your database?
So I don't necessarily worry about that until it's necessary to do that. You can use Zapier to do that at scale, but they're not all at scale. Like, you can think of this as a big, massive filter, and you're getting down to the gist of, I want something, here's my info. You don't want all these people in there if they don't want to be there. So, right. I mean, it's not a bad thing to actually add the thing manually, because like you're in the conversation, like you're building it out. To try to like automate something, it doesn't really make sense. I get it. Everybody's all about automation, but conversations are conversations, and these are like real people. They don't necessarily want to be automated. Now, like once you get them in there, then you can tag them with your welcome email and all that type stuff. But it's just like easier to just do it as you're having the conversation,
Okay. Because question number 2 is, well, for starters, I should say I use the service. Wendy got me hooked onto Chris, and I particularly like it. I think it works. But yeah, you have to really be on top of it, because you could get a bunch of people connecting with you. So my second question goes for the queen of Facebook, Wendy. How do you get these people to follow you on your page?
Okay, so first things first, when they like your post, you want to go in there and make sure those people that like your post are invited to your group. So you send them an invite to like your group, okay, or I mean your page. And so you can do that. But the thing is they've already engaged with you. They're already messaging you, right?
Right.
And when you use that as a retargeting audience, so say you go into Facebook into Facebook and Ads Manager, and you want to retarget them with all those cool videos you're making, guess what? These people are all going to be on your list. You're going to be in front of all of them.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. Question number 3. In the information that you just provided, Chris, that is the training. Is part of that training material to re-engage with them?
Yes. I mean, all of those are ideas to re-engage with them within Messenger. What Wendy's talking about is re-engaging with retargeting ads. So like we can make that
I'm familiar with. But I saw as part of your the training that you just scrolled through, is some of that material useful for re-engaging with these people at a later date?
1,000%, yeah. Humanizing the conversation is the one that you want.
And then my last question is, and I think somebody's gonna put something similar in the chat, if you can get approval from, let's say, a colleague of yours, can you use this for somebody else's listing?
Absolutely. I would get that like in an email saying, hey, it's okay for you to promote my listing. But get that in writing, just saying it,
Okay. Very well. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Looks
Sarah,
like Sarah,
you have a question? You're muted.
Oh, there we go. Hi. Let's see. I accidentally pinned Adrian, so now I can't see you. I just see Adrian. There we go. Thank you. So let's see. First of all, thank you, Chris, for having this service, and thank you, Wendy, for turning me on to it, because it is so powerful and so amazing. And I do get very overwhelmed with the amount of messages that come through. And I guess I'm trying to figure out how to manage that. I don't know that that's actually, I don't know if you have any insight into that, or if that's just a kind of, I need to figure it out thing. That's question number one. And then question number two is, and maybe this is for Wendy, but also Chris, I'd love your input on this. When you send a video message that says, hey, there's actually a person over here, the first message is automated, but I'm actually here when you respond. Do you send those, or do you recommend sending them like right away during the automated parts, or is it first when they first respond, then you send the video text?
So typically we do it when they don't respond at all. But we're playing with different ways, right? So, I mean, I can throw it in at any given time, but basically like the best response is after you're chatting with them, or if they've had no response whatsoever. So like, we've got the 5 or 6 follow-ups. That would just be the 7th one. And we can plug that in. You just shoot it once and then it just goes out.
Okay. Very cool. I love that. Is there any way to reduce the unsubscribe rate?
So yes and no. Like there's an unsubscribe button in the menu, and I remove that. But like sometimes they find other ways. You know what I mean? Like some people are just nosy. So the best way to do that is to not promote something that's millions of dollars. Promote something that's more, within most people's reach, because more conversations are going to come out of that, and it's going to be easier for them, to actually get approved for that.
Yeah, I know. I thought of that too. I'm like, yeah, we need to promote $1 million listings, but it's like the reach is going to be so much less. And a lot of people are just going to want to see the $1 million home. You know what I mean?
That's what everybody's been saying. They're like, no, it's out of my price range. I was just looking. It's pretty, but no, thank you. Go away.
Pretty.
Okay, sorry.
So when they say out of their price range, ask them how they spoke with a lender to help them set that budget. Like that's out of my price range is one thing, but I'm just like looking is another thing. So you can convert that for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, and I mean it's just like working a regular lead. You're going to have scripts on when they say just looking. What are you going to say back? Oh my God, I love looking. I look all the time. You know what I mean? Hello, everybody's looking. Unless you're blind, then you're not looking. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Anyway, but as far as managing the conversations, that's how I managed them. I got someone to help me, because there is no way. And the thing is I had someone, and I've been through a couple people, like I've had someone just work on it for like 2 hours every morning or an hour every morning, but it's kind of important to engage with them when it's time to engage with them. So that's the hard part. Yeah, you could just do it like in the morning, but what happens when people are like talking to you and are ready to go and you're not there? So having someone to watch it for you does help. And
yeah, I would say if you're a solo agent, put it on your calendar. If you don't have somebody else helping you with that, put it on your calendar, and then you will do it twice a day at least. Do it once in the morning, once in the evening, and if you get bored at lunch, then you're scrolling. But your goal is to get a yes, no, go away as fast as you can and get them out of your inbox. So don't get overwhelmed with all the ones that don't say anything. Keep talking to them until they tell you to go away.
Yeah.
Do you delete the ones that unsubscribe so that you kind of clear out your inbox, or do you leave them in?
Yeah. If they unsubscribe, you can't talk to them at all. So I just put them in done.
Done. Yeah. Just click done, and then they'll go away from your list.
Yeah. So, basically, after I've touched them 10 times, I put them in done anyway. And then if they do reply, they'll come back out of done.
Okay.
And sometimes they do. We get people unsubscribe all the time, and then they click on another ad. And then they unsubscribe, and then they click on another ad. And then actually you have a conversation about that one. And it's like, oh my God, you make up your mind, but maybe that wasn't their house. So maybe that's, they don't want to talk to anybody right now because I'm in the middle of watching CSI. I don't know. Anyway, so they do that, and then trust me, they'll click another ad. We have ads on top of ads on top of ads from people, and it's just like, someday it's going to be the one.
Long game.
Yeah.
And
again, retargeting.
That's what I wanted to. So sorry, last question. Because I was talking to my kid for a second. When you mentioned to Adrian, so everybody that's going through this, everybody that responds, they're included in, like, when I Facebook retarget, they're automatically going to be able to, oh, that's freaking genius.
Yeah, because they're engaging with your page, because it's anybody that's engaging with your page in the last 30 days or 60 days or 365 days if you're me. It's like, I want everybody. I want to be in front of everybody that engaged with me, like, in the last year. So yeah, they're in there. And so when you're doing your videos and you're running a retarget and you made that audience, and it's always updating, right, Chris? Like, it's always, you don't have to redo it. It's there. Right. And when you do it again, it's there.
Yeah, I mean, you set a time on it, the last 180 days or so. Like, you can actually create a custom audience for people that sent you messages, so you can speak different to them, You could come at them with a video. Hey, I see you looked at my listing. What's up?
Yeah.
Compared to the other one is just kind of like a blanket. You are in my world. Here I am,
That's awesome. John, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Wendy.
You're welcome.
You're such a slowpoke in getting stuff going with technology. I'm kidding. This is amazing. I appreciate seeing it. I am curious, though. I'm involved in a couple of other systems that coincidentally you're involved with as well. And in one of them, which will remain nameless, has an AI. And the AI has progressed very much over time. But even until recently, it was in some cases when the conversation went in a certain direction, the AI behaved like a 7-year-old kid and asked just dumb questions repeatedly. And But it has gotten past that to a large extent, so I'm not going to say who it was. But is there a way to interact with the AI to try and get it to a certain standard? How do you keep the standards up for the AI?
There is no AI. You could think of this as calling a phone number and pushing 1 for English, 2 for Spanish, 3 for French. Basically, I asked those 6 questions, and when they reply to any of them, tag, you're it. There is no AI.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like by Lopo's AI or anything. Like, it's not a super smart and it's gonna have empathy. And
no, I understand.
Like
it's just
it's a chat bot.
the telephone tree. Okay, got it.
Yep. Simple, basic.
Good.
And it's cool because, like, the one question at a time, I thought that was weird because I always have been like, okay, what are you looking for? This. I need area, square footage, bedrooms. Do you want a pool? Da, 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 da. That's like, oh my God, she's asking too many questions. But when you ask them one at a time, apparently they answer. And so that's what it does.
They're not confused.
Yeah. Because if you ask them all those, they answer one, the last one.
Yeah. It's like getting interrogated by an attorney when it's all the same thing. Oh, no. What else do they want? Okay. Thank you. Great product. Thanks.
Awesome. Adrian.
Yes, one last question, Chris. If I already did a campaign, but I got an offer on I'm under contract, and the under contract is going to close in 60 days. I would like to know if I can reactivate the campaign of that listing until closing.
Yeah, absolutely. We can run it as long as you want. After we build it out, I mean, like, you can run it till you close on it, Okay,
perfect. So I can reactivate it then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Great session.
Thank you.
Awesome. And I'm just going to throw this out here real quick. Oh, Dean. I thought Dean was already in here. Okay, he's back. All right. So what I love is that Chris is so awesome to me. He allows me to, I mean, all of my agents use him on their listings and love him. And so he allowed me to have this little coupon here on my website. So if you wanted to join me at EXP, you get to buy 2 ads, you get another one free, which pricing, I'm not sure. You'll have to talk to Chris about that. But that is an amazing deal, and it'll get you jump started to where, you're going to be so busy. So anyway, you can find that, and you'll just sign up with Chris and then name drop me, say you joined my team, and there you go. Pretty cool, right? So
Yep.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Anybody else have any questions? Or Chris, or me. Oh, Monica, how's it going?
I do. So you said it does the AI questions, and then as soon as they answer, you jump in. Is there like a notification for that, or you're just constantly watching to see if they've engaged?
Your phone pretty much buzzes nonstop. There's not like a notification, no. But like there's not AI either. I mean, it's just dumb questions. It's very basic, and when they reply, it stops.
Okay.
So like you will notice when they reply because it'll look different from the other stuff. It'll stick in.
So you're just looking at all the buzz. Okay.
Yep.
Chris, there's a question about pricing. You want to go over that?
Yes. So it's $300 a listing. Then you pay the ad spend. We recommend $10 a day. 7-day minimum. You can run it as long as you want, as long as the listing is active. And then the only other fee on top of that is a $15 a month ManyChat fee. And basically that's the tool that I automate it and do all the conversation stuff with. But as far as like a monthly ongoing fee, the only thing you have is that ManyChat fee. And you can turn that on and off. If you decide you're not going to use it for a month or two, just turn it back on later.
Awesome. And then Monica, this, I don't know if you can see it, but that is the business app. So the business suite is what you're going to want to put on your phone and turn on notifications. And that's going to allow you to see who's chatting. Gets super annoying, but if you're working your own, you need to be on it. So anyway, that's how you'll get notified. So awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. That was awesome. And we did it in a half an hour. Yay. All right, more of this. I know we did a BookMeSolid for an hour in Tech Tuesday, so feel free to join my group. It's Tech Tuesday with Windy, WINDY, and all of the recordings that we do every Tuesday at 8 a.m. PST are in there. They took out topics. I know. I'm sorry, but maybe they'll give them back. There is a little way to search the recordings in the group, and I just did a video on it and posted it in the group. So,
hey, Wendy, can I just say I love your Tech Tuesday group, but and in addition to that, I've had no problem searching by whatever topic I'm looking for, just typing that in search and it coming up. I've had no problem finding any of your videos that way. So,
well, so I like people to be able to type in, Tech Tuesday recording, because it's like Tech Tuesday recording, and only 3 are showing up when you type that in now because they took out topics. So maybe you're talking about typing in Facebook or
right. I'll type in Facebook. I type in TikTok. I type in BookMeSolid. I type in, if I type in the thing, what I want pops right up.
Okay. Well, that's good to know because I was like, why? Now they want us to literally hashtag every video so that you can search it. But they just want to make me crazy.
We appreciate you.
All right, guys, well, have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. And I will hopefully see you next Tuesday where we're going to be talking with Sarah about ISAs. Just in case you don't want to make your calls. She will. All right. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you'd like more information or to get connected to the Agent Power Huddle, join our free Facebook group. This call was designed for the agents in our EXP organization, but open to any agent from any brokerage. If you're a guest and you're interested in learning more about EXP or our specific resources within the Agent Collective, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get more info. Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.